sing. Let your balalaika sing. Yeah. Let your balalaika sing.
Let's focus on this tour, the Living Tour, and what you guys wanted to accomplish with this tour.
I think we definitely accomplished that. We played many places outside of Moscow and St. Petersburg, where we've been so many times now. We went even to Vladivostok, we went to Novosibirsk, we went to Omsk, to Chelyabinsk, all these places, Yaroslavl. We learned more about this country. We can even pronounce the city names now and a few other things. And I think the shows were all great. The people enjoyed it, we enjoyed it. And we, therefore, I think that's the biggest accomplishment, that we brought our music and the band to all these places, closer to the Russian fans that never had a chance to see us so far.
Especially the one, where we had this special Glocke, what's that Glocke? Bells, the bells, where the monks was
Playing the bells, yeah.
Very special.
They said that you got out of the car, and just as you got out of the car, they started playing the bells.
That was fantastic.
That was not planned that way.
The atmosphere was very, the sound and the acoustic, because of this, was fantastic. It was really, you could feel the bells.
And we went through so many cities, so many places, and I mean, there were a lot of things, you know, that we take with us, great memories. Thinking about the church in, God, what was the name of the city? In Krasnoyarsk, in Krasnoyarsk.
Oh, yeah.
The city of Krasnoyarsk, when we came back from Vladivostok, we had a very long trip, and before we left Krasnoyarsk, we went to this church, which is on the 10 ruble note, you know, very famous church, very small, top of the hill, overlooking Krasnoyarsk, and I think that was a very, very nice moment.
Nice, very nice. Yes.
Really, really warm feeling inside of me, and it was almost like I was almost exploded. It was really intensely physical. It was not just a little bit of imagination. It was very, very strange and very overwhelming. So I actually bought this little cross. I don't know if the camera can see it now. This little thing, because I thought I had the very, very, very strong urge to take something from that.
Will you go back?
I would love to go back there. I wanted to stay in there for a little longer. I wanted to identify what was going on.
But let's say, and let's theoretically just say for a minute, that out of the 14 cities you've been to in Russia, if somebody came to you and for some reason you had to live in one of those 14 cities from this tour, which one would it be? Why don't we start with you?
Icarus?
Irkutsk. Irkutsk. Ah, the Baikal.
Yes. For me, it was a very interesting experience to swim in a Baikal Sea, the deepest sea on Earth, which I didn't know how soft and smooth water can be, even when it's cold. It was very cold, I think it was 2 degrees, and I was swimming there. The water was so clean and so clear. You could see really, like, you go like 10 meters in and you could see the ground, and the water was really so soft that you even couldn't feel the water. It was like you're flying somewhere.
The water is amazing. Amazing.
The magazine or the newspaper in Germany wrote about it, and they wrote down under the picture were showing me the water, saying, "Hey, Rudy, how cold was the water? 4 centimeter?"
Novosibirsk was quite nice, you know, it had great opera house, you know, we had a chance to go into the opera house for rehearsal, great restaurants, you know, so.
How do you do it?
And just go for the nature, you know, to be connected with Mother Earth, with nature. It would be also at the Balkai Lake. That was very, very pretty, very beautiful. Like an Indian summer.
Gesundheit für meine Familie und mich und viel Liebe im Leben.
But if I want to live alive, you know, not in the woods, you know, I mean alive, I probably would like to live in St. Petersburg.
Oh, but you have been on St. Petersburg.
Yeah, I know.
You can't pick that one. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Okay, we'll take Novosibirsk as the official answer.
Novosibirsk, okay, okay.
It's really nice.
I would pick Volgograd, former Stalingrad.
Right.
I like to have a chance to walk around there, and the location is nice. The river and the city has lots of parks. I had a chance to walk around. The weather is nice, and it's relatively south. So I could imagine like Novosibirsk would be too tough for me. Like the winters are probably too hard.
You should take it.
Yeah, but then you have to learn German.
Bitte, Ilja.
Say, ich bin James.
Ich bin James.
Ich nehme die Gitarre.
Okay. Ich bin Matthias und ich spiele die Elektrogitarre, weil ich kein normales Leben führen möchte.
This is where we went to the school, and then later that afternoon we went up to the statue of Mother Russia. And as we walked around up there, I had the closest feeling, even though we were way up above the city, I felt very at home there, and looking out over this beautiful valley. I could picture, just across the river, I could visualize a house out there where you could just have a full view of Mother Russia. And ironically enough, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, I've been to almost every landmark in the United States. I've never been to the Statue of Liberty. I have been to Mother Russia. In this city, I had a really, really good feeling. Also, I was able to get avocado a lot there.
And so far, we've had just over 500,000 people who have watched concerts. We started with the idea of the internet. We were back, I think it was in my office, and you guys were sitting in, the three of you guys were sitting in front of a big map of Russia, and the conversation started talking about, you know, just the massive size of Russia and how big it is. And do you feel like the internet and where we've come with it with this tour, obviously I think it'll change and grow, and I know there's things that I think we would change if we were to do it again. But do you think that it's something now that you'll pick up and take with you and do again, and maybe even on a bigger scale?
I think we will do something similar, maybe, but we never can do it again like this, because if you do it in America, it will be civilized, it will be normal, it's easy to do, and here it was something which nobody, especially ROL, when we went to ROL in Hamburg, they didn't trust the whole thing. They said, no, the Russian can't do that. No, they can't do it. So in this case, somehow it worked out. Maybe not 100% perfect, but what is perfect? In this case, we started with it. I think other musicians around the world, especially America and England, who maybe will find out about the project and will think about it and say, shit, why we didn't do that? Because it's really something, because we are pioneers, we always try to do something which other people didn't do before. In this case, it was another step of pioneer work, which we did, and we were happy to have the possibility to do it.
Take me to the magic of the moment on a glowing night.